Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Well, I see. The thing is, I think you're a little confused about me and this here ship. So you've got it all wrong. I'm actually the Starship Safety Inspector, and that other voice that I had before. You see, I had a cold, and yeah, I think I'm over the cold now after being in that ship and doing my job, just like a good Spacer's Choice employee. So yeah.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
All right, Constable Reyes, you take care of yourself. Don't let the marauders kill you like your friend over there that I totally did not loot. But also don't go inside of the ship because there could be a murder robot in there or something like that. Yeah, you go ahead and look at their ship. I'll just go ahead and go this way. I think she bought it, if I'm being perfectly honest. A captain does need to know how to lie from time to time, of course, but that definitely wasn't one of my finest works, if I do say so myself. Oh, I think I see a marauder over yonder. Maybe we should try to sneak on past it. I don't like getting my hands all dirty. Although if I had some friends, I would definitely let them take care of things for me, of course. This marauder's got his back turned. Well, you just keep looking over there. I'm just gonna sneak on past you in these here bushes. Well, I don't think they quite noticed me just yet. So why don't I just sneak on past this boulder here? And there we go. Those marauders are sure buffoons. But of course, I am the captain, and I do know what I'm doing. Most of the time, of course. Alright, it seems like we're almost to Edgewater there. Just need to cross this here bridge. And we'll be right there. Hello there. Be you friend or foe, I do not know.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Well, you see, I came from over yonder. Well, actually, I probably shouldn't even tell you that I came in an escape pod, now should I?
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Huh. I'm just passing through, you know, from over yonder town, just, here to take a little inspection at some sort of things.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Is that why you've got a pair of armed guards over there?
I'm being vigilant. Don't want to get blindsided by some corpse-chewing marauder come stalking out the shadows.
Well, alright. That's fair enough. I never did get your name. I'm Zac Brattigan.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you.
No, I do not.
Silas, junior inhumer for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Inhumer? Is it like one of them comedy men or something like that? This place looks like it's falling to pieces.
Heard a lot of new workers say that. First time they set eyes on Edgewater, they'll say, well, I can't work here. I don't belong here. Well, we do belong here. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of us from the cradle to the grave. As long as we provide our own cradles.
Well, who do I go to talk about power regulators? Not that I am in search of one. I just need to, know where the nearest power regulator is for my own reasons, of course.
Definitely not the junior inhumer, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Oh, well, that kind of depends, I suppose. I'm actually captain of my own ship, but, I might be in the business of something else. You offer me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You're asking me to collect what's owed to you? Is that what you're saying? I suppose I could do that.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Alright, so why is Abernathy a special case then? Why do I need to twist his arm?
Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Alright. Well, where exactly can I find these people since I'm all new to Edgewater and whatnot?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Well, alright then. I guess I'll be back and I will have your payment in hand, ready for you to take from my gloved hands. And then we won't shake on it because your fingers are probably bloody and whatnot. So I'm just gonna creep on into Edgewater then. Good day to you, sir or madam, and good day to you, other sir or madam. Alright. Alright. We've got ourselves a little barber shop. I think that is where one of our friends is supposed to be that owes our gravedigger a certain debt. Oh, there's Conrad, I suppose. Be you, Conrad?
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Well, I believe that there are germs in everything, but I think I'm clean enough. I haven't been touching any corpse like your inhumer comedian out there.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Well, first off, I'm quite sure that dead people can't report, and yeah, we'll just leave it at that, shall we? Also, Silas sent me to collect your dues, and I'm here for that.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Say what now? I think you mean that you're broke. And if that is the case, I might have to broke your elbow. Which I don't think you can even cough inside of because you can't even lick your elbow. I just tried.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Well then, that still precludes the fact that we have ourselves a problem here. And I don't think I really care. I think it is time for you to pay up.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Wait, excuse me? You say medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Well, then, I guess it's just time for you to give Silas that IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Well, then, I guess I'm just gonna have to let you think about it a little bit, and then we can get to some sort of agreement later.
Much obliged.
While we're on the subject, I'm just gonna have a look around just to make sure that you're not hiding anything, of course. You understand. And I'm just gonna close this door, and we're gonna see what we can take. Well, friend, you are not going to need that anymore. That is for certain. And neither will you. Oh, what is this here? Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company is going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's choice property. Eugene was an asset, and somebody has to pay his body price. This is gonna ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't run back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me that special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. Oh, looks like our little barber friend is doing some mischievous type stuff. Well, then let's all go ahead and confront him about this now, shall we? So in my inspection, because I am the inspector of well, I am the inspector, I kind of found something a little enlightening.
What can I do for you?
Well, I know about Eugene, and why don't we just use his teeth as collateral for your graveside fees then, shall we?
You know about Eugene? How?
Well, that is none of your business. Let's just say that I do know the truth, and the truth will come out unless you pay up.
You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
And that grave is going to have to be dug up. So I'm sure he will not miss them anyways.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Well, you're certainly gonna have to, because it is time for you to pay up for that graveside fee.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Alright then. It was nice doing business with you, barber, and if I ever need a hair clipping, I will be sure to come on back your way. And we'll just forgive the fact that when you cut your hair, people tend to bleed, shall we? A good day to you, sir. All right, we got his little graveside fee. Let's see, where else can we go?
Heard something outside the walls today.
Well, I really wish I knew where I was going. Let's see, do I have a map or something? I do have a map. There's a general store. There's a cantina. Well, there really isn't much in the way of commodities around here. I suppose I could just go ahead and go for the old spaceport or the landing pad and see if we can collect the fee down on yonder. Well, I must say, there's definitely a pretty view over here on this here planet. With the Aurora Borealis, the Saturn, the ring around the rosy over here. Oh, hello. Are you Ludwig by any chance?
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Huh. Well, who do you think you're talking to here? Because I'm the captain. I really don't like to get my hands all dirty. And I'm actually here on some other type of business. You see, as a captain and space inspector, I've been sent to collect your graveside feast and bring it to Silas.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
I believe he has. I believe he has. What exactly are you babbling about again?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Oh, you talk about the T-1000s by any chance? Because, if you're not, I still don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Well, I'll let you be on that one. Unless, you're willing to hire somebody who may or may not be getting his hands all dirty.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. So tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Well, do you by any chance have, any, shall we say, beef jerky? Because, you know, being a proper army and all, you would have to supply your soldiers, if I'm not mistaken.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
Alrighty, then what do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Well then, alright, if I'm gonna go after this mechanical scout, I guess I could use a couple pointers, cause, you see, I'm actually, from the past, and your mechanical, machines might be a little bit different than what I'm used to. I believe they were just like little round vacuum cleaners from where I'm from.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
So basically just shoot it in the blue glowy square thing and then I'll be alright, alright. Or rather, whoever I send to accomplish this task will be alright. So I'll just let you be and I'll get right on that task, shall I? Oh, you have a good day, sir, and thank you for that fee. That is rightfully crazy. Let's see who else we can get some money from. God, this place sure is a lot of wet. I think that they would actually build right proper roads, and that way I wouldn't have to step in all the mud. All right.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Don't mind me. I'm just here to ask a few questions.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You're not looking too good there. You're looking a little nervous and, well, let's just say, you got something underneath your eyes there. You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
Why, yes. And I believe, you're Martin Abernathy, then?
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
Well, I'm not looking for any trouble. I'm just looking for Mr. Martin Abernathy because I'm here to collect some graveside fees. And there's a Martin Abernathy with your here description. And it is time for me to collect that graveside fee.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
He knows about what? Actually, I think I already know. He told me everything. How long did you think you could keep a secret like that? I mean, everybody knows. It's the talk of the town.
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Well, I am very sorry to hear that. It sounds all very tragic and heartbreaking, but you need to pay me so I can get on out of here.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Well, ain't that just the chicken's feet? Everybody needs some help from me. Why do you think that I'm a freelancer?
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean nothing by it. Wasn't trying to insult you.
Well, good, because I'm actually the captain, and, you know. Well, captain's got to do some things, or get some people to do it for him, so what exactly do you need done?
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work, that's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Well, I'll think about that. I'm not really looking to get arrested here. So, I'm just gonna head on out right now. Good day to you, Mr. Martin Abernathy, and, well, thank you for your payment, and I will just escort myself outside. Excuse me? Who are you?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
And, exactly why should I? Because, I never did agree to any sort of a thing. But if we were in the discussion of talking about getting that anthracillin, what do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Well, that's not shady at all now, isn't it?
I'm doing right by the town, I'll tell you that much. You bring me that medicine, and I'll see that it goes to the right people.
Well, you could have just said it out like that in the first place. I'll think about it if I ever get
That's all I
to,
can ask of you.
I'll think about it if I ever get to robbing other businesses, of course. But like I said, I'm not looking to get arrested. Just quite yet. I believe we still got one more fee to collect, so let's go get to Phyllis, shall we? Wait a minute here. I believe I was supposed to go on in. Hello, receptionist? Is there like a bell I should be ringing? Well, I'm sure nobody's gonna Miss Summer there? Well, if there is no receptionist here, well, why don't we take a good look on the old terminal here, shall we? Alright, you've tried the best, now try the rest. Space's choice, Edgewater Saltuna Cannery, Space's choice property. Let's see, let's take a look at the log, shall we? The Edgewater Saltuna Canning Facility strictly adheres to Space's choice standards in health and safety. Schedule your sick leave with your Space choice foreman and or supervisor. Be considerate towards other members of the Space's choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See Reed if you're having trouble paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind and the sickness of the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with your local vicar. Well, alrighty then. Let's just continue on. We gotta find ourselves a Phyllis. Oh, well, hello there. I'm just looking for somebody named Phyllis. Oh, you're gonna take me right to her? Alrighty then. I don't think I want to go over there with you. It looks like that's some sort of a grinder, so I'm just gonna step on over this way and talk to this here man. Excuse me, are you Phyllis?
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I'm guessing that you're the foreman then, Phyllis?
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Well, alrighty then. How about this one? I'm here to collect your graveside fee. Thank you.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
Well, excuse me, but we got ourselves a here problem. These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Well, that's rather hard to believe. Are you actually telling me here that you have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Well, I guess I'll let you get back to work then. Thank you kindly for the payment of your fee. And good luck with whatever business you have, and sorry about Eugene. Oh, excuse me, sir or madam. Sir and or madam. Oh, well, look at here. Gotta use some more requisitions for my new ship. I don't need a tossball stick, though. Oh, we got ourselves a message from Phyllis, or from Mr. Thompson, it looks like. Phyllis, owing to your hard work and positive attitude, I have sanctioned your access to medical treatment in the event of contagion. As you know, the company has not provided us with enough medicine to treat every worker. I wish I could treat every member of the Spacer's Choice family who fell ill to this plague, but I cannot. Medical privileges are strictly merit-based. Please do not, under any circumstances, distribute your ration of medication to any other worker. We're all in this together. Well, looks like looks like I'm not gonna be getting past that. I have no password to give. It's kind of mighty strange that you got yourselves a chalkboard here. I believe I'm supposed to talk to a Mr. Thompson anyways. Since we're already here, let's go ahead and take care of that, shall we? Oh, there's the receptionist that still isn't there. Probably really tell him that his front door's just wide open. It's a cat tune, that is.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson.
I think the elevator's busted.
You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words.
Oh, excuse me.
Bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson, I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting Saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
I don't know what to say about that. But that sounds absolutely disgusting, and I'm gonna have to drop all the Saltuna cans from my inventory.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Well, are you, Reed Thompson? I was told I should, talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Well, I think you might have the wrong idea about me, because you see here, I am a captain of a ship that is not owned or manufactured by Spacer's Choice.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Well, my ship needs some repairs, and I'm kind of looking for a power regulator if you happen to have a spare one around, just lying around.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Without frying myself? Huh, you misunderstand me. I am the captain of a very reputable ship. I have other people to do that for me.
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what exactly do you mean? Are you meaning that there are still inhabitants at this geothermal plant?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
And they're not like space monsters or mutants or anything like that?
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Well, alrighty then. Why exactly do you need them to come home then?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Well, if I'm being perfectly honest, I have seen a little bit of Edgewater, and I don't blame those workers for walking out. I mean, you got puddles everywhere.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
And exactly how will I recognize this Adelaide? Can you give me a description or some sort of a poster of her?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
And exactly what if Adelaide does not want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right. Reed Thompson. I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Well, alrighty then. I could use the company and somebody that I could send on some other sorts of business that I need to do around town, without getting shot myself, of course.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Well, let's get going. What'd you say your name was? Parvati? Isn't that like a cheese or something?